I want to ask you about the frustration reported in the AFR yesterday from China. This was Andrew Tillett reporting that Chinese officials are growing frustrated that the Prime Minister has not yet locked in a date to visit China, despite some of those trade barriers being removed. How far are we away from that happening?
Well, the Prime Minister's office will make announcements when it's appropriate. I know that that an invitation's been extended. The invitation's very welcome development, and a visit will happen when it's appropriate for the visit to happen. We have, as a government, been working in a really calm and methodical way at stabilising the broader strategic relationship. And as, of course, you've seen from the work that's been led by Trade Minister Don Farrell, working steadily through the list of trade impediments and making some progress. But there is still progress to be made, and they are all important issues. There should not be any impediments in the way of trade between the two countries. We should be honouring the agreements and the arrangements between the two countries and the multilateral obligations. There is a pathway ahead working through the questions around Bali in particular. I am very keen to see progress in all of those areas, but announcements in terms of the Prime Minister's travel itinerary are really a matter for the Prime Minister.
But on Bali and so on, it sounds like more progress will be made soon, I'm told. As for the broader relationship, Scott Morrison, the former Prime Minister, met with the Chinese ambassador. So another sign of a thaw, not just with the government, but across the parliament.
Well, it's certainly open to individual members of parliament and former prime ministers to meet with the diplomatic community. It's a very regular occurrence here in Canberra. It's not a surprising development.
And finally, the EU, that deal, is that going to fall over completely, or is there some hope of compromise on those geographical indicators, things like feta cheese and prosecco?
Before we come to the problems, let's talk about the opportunity here. 450 million people, soon be 500 million people. It's our third largest market. Enormous opportunities in goods and services trade, access to big government procurement markets, investment, critical minerals. There's enormous opportunity for all of us,
if you get it
citizens
done.
of the EU and Australia, if we get it done. But in order to get it done, we're going to need to secure commercially meaningful access for a series of these agricultural products. Red meat in particular, and wine and a range of these other products. That matters to Australian farmers. We are deadly serious about achieving a commercially meaningful outcome here, and we'll keep working with the farming community and with the negotiation team of our friends in the European Union.
Minister, appreciate your time.
Good on you, Kieran.
We'll talk to you.